Hey, good afternoon from THC Consult and welcome on board. As I wait for people to enter, I just have a quick chat with you about today's discussion. I'd like to talk to you about untapped talent and potential in your organization, that hidden treasure that is waiting to be unlocked and very often overlooked. So, when naming my company, I called it Total Human Capital. Some people don't like the word capital because of connotations of the human being a possession of the organization and being part of the bottom line. But I like to think of capital as people, their performance, and above all, their potential. So when we look at the whole area of talent, and we have to bear three things in mind, I believe. Does the person have the potential to add value to your organization while also making strides forward in their own career? Once hired, will they stay or are they likely to quit? What can you do to hold on to that talent in your organization? And thirdly, should they decide to quit, will that real rising star make a palpable become a palpable loss for you in your organization? So, who am I and what do I do? My name is Teresa Hand Campbell. I'm director of THC, Total Human Capital Consultancy Limited. I'm an organizational psychologist, a business executive coach, and certified mediator. And dovetailing into all of that is my qualifications in psychometrics. I'm a registered test user with the British Psychological Society using personality and ability testing. And I'm also a multi-science analyst using DISC and a master role practitioner, workplace resilience and well-being, which is a wonderful little tool for benchmarking your resilience levels. So I use that against years of experience in leadership roles across educational sector into third level lecturing on masters in leadership and management. My question for you today is, how do you identify and retain top talent in these challenging times? In reality, how do you seek out untapped talent in your organization? Have you any system for talent audit in place? And if not, why not? Did you know that high potential employees are as much as 91% more valuable to you in your organization than the non potential colleagues they work alongside? Alternatively viewed, if you have one rising star on a team, they can bring up the performance of that team by anything up to 15%. So, in these times of incessant change, quitting, quiet quitting, hybrid working arrangements, challenges to growing your organization's culture from afar, etc. It is becoming more and more important for you to spot your high potentials, cultivate them, nurture them, and put strategies in place to hold on to them and to grow them. In fact, many would say that COVID-19 was an ideal opportunity for organizations to see the rising star coming to the top to the aid of leaders who were really seriously overburdened during that time of pivot to different ways of working. Certain key principles, I believe, must be safeguarded when cultivating the company's pipeline of high potentials. I call it the three C's: clarity, consistency, and creativity. And when I talk about clarity, I mean clarity around your future skills, competencies, and behaviors required for the organization's success right into the future, and your willingness to provide for that. Consistency in follow through with approaches to talent development, designed to withstand both lean and abundant times. And finally, the creativity that will blend with ease, moving talent from a value creator to game changer in thriving times and in the uncertainty of future markets. So, to avoid losing such rising stars, to avoid them becoming frustrated and maybe moving on, it is critical to develop strategies to help you gauge where your untapped talent lies. So, how do you spot your rising stars? So, recognize the difference from the outset between the high performer and the high potential candidate. The high performer may be outstanding in his or her current role, but they might lack the drive and the potential to actually grow in the organization to a more senior position. On the other hand, the high potentials, they have drive, energy, and a desire to achieve more. Their commitment and appetite for challenge and risk makes them stand out from the crowd and get noticed. And they are your guarantee for your organization's future prosperity. So, to uncover the high potentials, you must first define what behaviors and achievements you are looking for as a baseline through assessment, for instance, using a combination of the five sciences with the DISC, observation, and shifting key responsibilities towards possible high potentials to see how they perform. So, in a nutshell, you're aligning your organizational needs and the qualities of existing employees to identify the rising stars. So, there are certain key moves that you can make in order to tease and bring out those rising stars among your team. Look out for organizational awareness. The one who understands where he or she belongs in the organization, understands the power structures within the organizations, and respects that. Illustrated ambition is another key one to look for. Their aspiration to progress their career. Engagement levels. If I were to run a Utrecht workplace engagement scale, how would these candidates fare on vigor, dedication, and absorption? Looking at their resilience level, if I were to run a raw workplace resilience and well-being inventory, how would they fare across energy, future focus, inner drive, flexible thinking, and strong relationships? That's a real telling sign, how they score and the gaps that show up across these five pillars. Their goal orientation, consistently achieving the high goals set for them and to deadline. Their drive, their passion for their work, their ability to collaborate, their ability to work within teams, to get teams together, to lead teams, and to see areas for opportunity for more collaboration. Their eagerness to learn, going with the notion of learning being something that we all embrace across the lifespan. There is no end to our learning. Mindset, growth mindset over fixed mindset. You're looking for the person who's willing to learn from their mistakes, the person who sees mistakes and setbacks as growth moments. You're looking for interpersonal communication skills. How strong are they in listening for information, listening for understanding? How strong are they at in negotiating and getting people on board? So finally, let's look at how do you retain the untapped talent. So Forbes would say that you must start the leadership training at an early stage. If you let that eagerness go cool, you may lose the candidate. So capture it at the right time. Secondly, communicate your confidence in their untapped talent and how they can grow their career within your organization. So micro recognition such as that aids engagement, it aids job satisfaction, and it also may aid you in preventing quitting and heightening your retention levels within your organization. Set a benchmark for progress by establishing the current strengths and skills of your untapped talent and making provision for any gaps that you've identified. So you're looking at their CPD and you're encouraging them towards filling those gaps. Customize individual development plans to guide targeted and scalable development, which is measured at intervals, and the progress is evident. And it's also an opportunity for that exchange and that two-way exchange and that conversation and showing your interest in their future while also serving your own future and that of your organization. Include milestone achievements in the development plan to recognise and celebrate successes along the way. And finally, pace is critical. Pace in the training and development of the high potentials. So by tapping into this hidden talent, hidden wealth of potential, you raise your employees' aspirations, you heighten their engagement levels, you build high-performing teams, you ensure retention levels, and ultimately, you embrace strategic planning, which will galvanize your organization for the future and for the challenges of the future in what is known as the VUCA world these days. So let me finish by asking you, have you identified the untapped talent in your organization, that hidden wealth in your organization? Have you ever undertaken a talent audit in your organization? And if not, why not? Did it ever strike you that you could be sitting on a gold mine that you're not really tapping into? You are more likely to be sitting on that talent that's not recognized, and that talent may be in danger of leaving you unless it gets voice. Did you ever consider you may be contributing to the frustration, the disengagement, and the quiet quitting that you may be noticing among some of your workforce members by simply not creating the avenues for them to shine? And when we match the talent to the task, we ensure engagement, we ensure job satisfaction, and we ensure heightened productivity in the workplace. By investing in a talent audit with THC Consult, you are entering a win-win situation. Winning for you as leader in the organization, a win for your organization, and a win for that rising star, that employee. So let me finish by saying, as you plan for 2023, let me introduce THC's Talent Check, a system I offer you to identify, grow, and retain high potential in your organization. Visit my website, www.thcconsult.ie. I invite you to book a call with me, DM me here on LinkedIn, email me on teresa@thcconsult.ie, or if you're in Ireland or even outside of Ireland, call me on 085 811 5811. I'd love to work with you. I have a limited amount of spaces left for talent audits in January 2023, so get your call in now. It's been lovely speaking with you. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.